The Rams of Colorado State being introduced. There's Cam the Ram. The Rams hosting the Aggies of Utah State. As we take a look at the starting lineups here, just 7 scholarship players available for Colorado State, so we could potentially see Trace Young in the lineup tonight, the walk-on for the Rams. Stephen Ashworth leading the way for the Aggies. Isaiah Stevens, you heard about him in the open for Colorado State. So we take a look at Utah State as they've got a pretty good starting lineup with Taylor Funk, the graduate transfer.
And don't forget about Sean Bairstow and Stephen Ashworth, Max Shulga. It's a lineup that can shoot the 3 at a high-level clip.
Utah State's head coach is Ryan Odom. You remember him. He was the head coach of UMBC when they beat Virginia as the first 16 to beat a 1 in the NCAA tournament. 36 wins already in his 1+ season as a head coach. And Nico Medved took Colorado State to the NCAA tournament last year, lost to Michigan in the first round. His 5th season at CSU, signed a big contract in the offseason. They love him here in Fort Collins. All right, Mike, let's take a look at your keys to the game for tonight.
Utah State have to protect the paint. Colorado State loves to drive in the paint, get out and run. Only 7 scholarship players for the Rams. For the Rams, be patient, take your time, good shot selection. Have to box out every shot. You are undermanned and undersized tonight. Got to be physical.
You see Nico Medved wearing that pink shirt. Fight like a Ram night tonight here in Fort Collins. We'll have more on that as it goes, but they're honoring cancer patients here in the Fort Collins area here in the game tonight. In fact, the names on the uniforms tonight for Colorado State are not the players' uniform names. They're actually the names of patients over at the UCL hospital here in Fort Collins. Talk about that as the game progresses. They are ready at center court. The Rams of Colorado State and the Aggies of Utah State ready to tip it off in a great atmosphere, one of the best atmospheres in the Mountain West here in Fort Collins. Tip is controlled by Utah State. We're underway. I know we had your keys, but what do you see in these first few minutes for each club?
Well, obviously for Utah State, they're going to have to play against this zone. Colorado State comes out in a zone defense. Utah State is the #1 most efficient zone offense in the country because of shots and player movement like that.
Max Shulga, the Ukrainian, hits the big 3-pointer. They shoot the 3 better than just about anybody in the country at Utah State. They're going to have to watch the 3-point shooting defense here. Colorado State not very good in the 3-point shooting defense. CSU with their first opportunity, Baylor Hebb. Now it's Cartier. Five on the shot clock here. Some trouble getting a shot off. It's Hebb trying to take it inside, has it blocked. Take it away. Here come the Aggies. In transition, Ashworth once again leaving it back for Shulga. He comes up empty. Offensive rebound. Fresh 20 here for the Aggies. This time it's Funk. A little kiss to the student section here in Fort Collins.
Second in the Mountain West in 3-point field goal percentage. Shoots over 40% from 3. There's a reason why Utah State is #1 in the country in 3-point field goal percentage.
It's Isaiah Stevens answering back. Stevens told the official he wanted a foul.
So hard to guard Stevens. Got to worry about his 3, his drive. He's got an excellent mid-range jumper. Can hurt you in so many ways.
Stevens missed 7 games at the start of the season due to a foot injury. He doesn't qualify at the moment, but he would be 5th in the country in assists as we see another 3-pointer in the corner. This time it's Sean Bairstow, the Australian, getting involved, hitting one from downtown. A 43% 3-point shooter.
It's the ball movement for Utah State that's so good and crisp.
Ebb trying to get it down low into Tunje, and it's out of play. Back to the Aggies. Colorado State certainly needs to find a way to stop the 3 tonight. Neither of these teams stopped the 3 particularly well.
Well, against Utah State, if you're going to guard the 3 well, that means you drive and kick well. That means you guard the drive and kick well, excuse me. You have to have great on-ball pressure and sound on-ball defense, or the Aggies will pick you apart.
Bounce pass down low, trying to get the bucket underneath. Dorius misses, but hell, free throws coming up.
Utah State can get wherever they want in the half court right now against this Colorado State defense. They cut with a purpose, they pass with a purpose, and have excellent spacing.
Darius, the senior from Heber Street, Utah. One of two married players on this Utah State team. In and out on the first free throw. Utah State, as of today, Jerry Palm has them in as the 5th team out of the Mountain West to make the NCAA tournament, one of the last 4 in at the moment. Well, this conference is deep, Mike O'Donnell.
The Mountain West is absolutely loaded this season from top to bottom. One of the last teams you want to play is play Wyoming at Wyoming. And you look at their record and you say, well, they can't be that good. Well, yeah, they're still really good.
Stevens lost his defender, pulled up from 3 and missed short. Back come the Aggies. This is Bairstow. Outside to Funk. Corner 3. Ashworth buries it. Another long shot from Utah State. They're up 13-2 here in the early going in Fort Collins. Rivera. Baseline J off the mark. Offense not working right now for CSU.
Nice skip.
Back out to Funk. Launches. Off the heel that time. Tipped out of play. Last touch Utah State. Back to Colorado State.
Little post up in semi-transition. Drive, kick, extra pass. That is Utah State basketball to a T. They're always moving. They have great spacing. If standing still is a disease, Utah State is the cure.
Colorado State needs to find the elixir here on offense. This is Rivera. Drives it in. Finds some room off of the window and in. And that breaks the drought. It was a 7-0 run for Utah State before that make.
Well, I like when Rivera works off of the ball screen. I think that's one of the most underrated aspects of his game.
Funk. Now Shulga. We get 3-second violation called against Utah State. Back the other way.
Here's Rivera coming off the ball screen a second time. Uses his body to shield the defender. Good finish with the left hand.
Rivera scored 17 points in the last game against UNLV. He was a 3-star prospect out of high school. Top 10 vote getter for Mr. Basketball in Illinois his senior year. Colorado State trailing by 9. Good pass down low. Now it's Stevens. Hep trying to work it into Cartier, and it's knocked out of play. Colorado State struggling with their offense in the early go, and maybe they found it. Utah State up early.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. And by AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
We're here in Fort Collins. It's a 13-4 lead for the visiting Aggies of Utah State against Colorado State. Let's take a look at the teams in the hunt to make the NCAA tournament. Right now, it looks like there could potentially be 4, maybe even 5 teams. Jerry Palm has 5 teams in. Utah State is one of the last teams in the NCAA tournament.
And don't forget about New Mexico. They have that net ranking of 37. They got 3 quad 1 wins. They have a quad 4 loss. However, this is such a deep Mountain West team. I think the potential of getting 5 teams in the tournament is very real for the Mountain West.
It'll be interesting to see, too, how teams like Colorado State, as they potentially can get healthier, Wyoming could get healthier. As we see the 3 on that right side, John Tunje from downtown. As Colorado State starting to find their form offensively. And we're getting a traveling violation. Utah State will give it back to the Rams.
Because Colorado State plays with such great pace and timing in their half court, they're never really out of a game. They took a big hit from Utah State in those first 4 minutes, but have since then calmed down, got a couple buckets. You got to stop on the other end through a careless turnover. All of a sudden, it's 13-7.
Stevens ran out of room on the baseline, ends up turning it over. Back come the Aggies on the break.
Look how hard Ashworth pushes the ball up the court.
This is Bairstow. Misses short of the jumper. Joe Palmer. Stevens, nice dish to Tanjay. Works it inside, draws some contact. Free throws coming up for Tanjay.
Stevens can get in the lane at will. Quick rip, gets into the paint. Almost a no-look dish from across the paint area. We talk about Stevens' ability to score, but his ability to distribute the basketball is some of the best in the nation.
Tanjay at the stripe. 79% free throw shooter on the year as RJ Idlerock comes in from London, England. Played for Coach Odom at UMBC. Tanjay, 2 for 2 at the line. It's a 7-0 run now for the Rams.
We got a little 2-2-1 full court press for the Rams.
This was 13-2, now 13-9.
I like what Coach Medved is doing defensively, mixing up their defenses, some press, some man, some zone.
Ashworth, short on the 3. It's a scoring drought of 2.5 minutes for the Aggies.
Nice pass.
Down low, score and the foul, James Moores. The box score says Moores.
Almost a DHO, a no-look dime from Stevens to feed the big fella. That deserves a little fist pump. Those DHOs are so hard to guard. Draw 2 defenders, someone's got to be open. If he qualified, Stevens would be 5th in the nation in assists per game. Good reason why on that last play.
Moores does not particularly shoot it well from the free throw line, but makes it there. And just like that, we got a 1-point game here at Moby. 10-0 run for Colorado State. Bairstow, Ashworth. 10 on the shot clock now. Trying to work it down. Active hands for Colorado State. Another turnover. Tanjay draws the foul. And he can give the Rams the lead at the foul line.
Watch Tanjay. This is called attacking wide. Do you see how he extends his right arm away from the defender? That's called attacking wide or driving wide. Tanjay has turned himself into one of the go-to players for Colorado State, playing a much bigger role this season. We saw flashes of his brilliance last season when he started 11 in the last 12 games, and his efficiency has been excellent. He is analytically the 10th most efficient scorer in all of the Mountain West.
Tanjay gives the Rams their first lead. 12-0 run for Colorado State. That's going to be the type of game this one's going to be. It's a game of runs.
Both teams have the ability to get hot really quick, really fast.
They score in bunches. Idlerock to the rim. Tough shot there. Moores challenged it. Stevens. Little screen and roll. Moores comes up empty on that lay-in. That was a bunny. Probably should have had that. Ashworth thought about it. Got Stevens up in the air. Back out. Excellent ball movement by the Aggies. This time a miss from Funk. And Utah State's gone ice cold from three-point range.
They're boxing out off of that zone now. They didn't in the first 4 minutes of the game. They have adjusted defensively to boxing out after every shot goes up.
Stevens, bounce pass into Moores. Tanjay, nice pass, down finish that time. And a timeout taken by Utah State. Colorado State on fire, a 14-0 run for the Rams. $14-0 run for the Colorado State Rams, up by 3 here on Utah State.
It's not just the offense for Colorado State, it's the defense too. Here's a pocket pass from Tanjay. What we didn't see right before that was a push ahead by Stevens that allowed Tanjay to give a better driving angle. A gorgeous pocket pass from Tanjay.
All right, so Colorado State's found their offense, but they've also found their defense. What's working right now for them?
Number one, it's one shot and done for Utah State, so they're boxing out every single time the shot goes up. Secondly, there's less drive and kick options for Utah State. The on-ball defense is much improved.
A whistle on the drive from Schulgo and a foul called against the Rams. Fouls against Rivera. Be his first.
This is where Utah State's really good. Top 10 in the country in baseline out of bounds scoring efficiency.
Three-pointer in the corner. Again, too strong that time. Offensive rebound though. Dorius trying to kick it back out near half court. Rock coming to get it, but it's going to be an over and back. Another turnover for Utah State. That's turnover number 4.
The defense of Colorado State has been absolutely terrific. They did give up an open look into 3 off that baseline out of bounds, but they finished it with a really strong box out, including a wall up along the baseline.
Now Colorado State looking to increase their lead, to work it into the post. Stevens can function there. Baseline Jay. He's probably one of the most underappreciated players in the country.
Well said. I think he's a pro because we've seen him be consistent from 3. We've seen the drive and kick. In the mid-range post-up, wow.
This game was 13-2. It's now a 16-0 run for the Rams, up by 5 here at home.
Welcome to the depth of the Mountain West.
Idle Rock. Good pass inside. Getting it down low. Dorius with the throwdown. Well, you said it'd be fun tonight, partner. We're seeing some excellent offense.
I'm having a blast.
Palmer for 3. Too strong off the heel. Funk off the window. That was pretty.
He's got great touch. He's more than just a three-point shooter. Everybody assumes he's just going to catch and shoot from 3, but he utilized his ball fake to get that touch from about 12 feet.
Makes it a 1-point game. Utah State needed that. Quieted the student section for just a little bit. Stevens with a dump off down low into Moores. Knocked out of play. It'll stay with the Rams.
Utah State getting back into it with plays like this to the big fella. We've got a really good ball game here in the Mountain West. The Rams up 1.
In addition to the game, it's a very special night here in Fort Collins. The Colorado State men's and women's basketball teams sponsoring with UC Health here in Fort Collins for its 4th annual Fight Like a Ram program that honors and recognizes Northern Colorado cancer patients. Tonight, the Rams donning the jerseys with the name of one of their cancer warriors on the back. Along with game day recognition, both programs visited patients and the hospital, had a meet and greet during practice. And you know, Coach Medved said that they were talking about doing this as soon as he got to the program here a few years ago. They've been doing it the last 4 years. The women's program has been doing it the last couple of years. And it's turned into such a great and powerful message and a way to keep the basketball programs connected with these cancer patients. And they'll honor them here at the half. And we're looking forward to that as well. And you see the back of the uniforms here at Colorado State. You see Team Together on the shooting tops and the t-shirts over on the Colorado State bench. Back to action here. Colorado State up by 1. Stevens off of the inbound. Comes up empty there. It had been 5 of their last 7 from the field have the Rams.
And they've assisted on 5 of those 6 of their 6 field goals tonight. Nice cut.
Dorius going to get called for the walk. That's turnover number 5 for Utah State.
3 out of 5 of those turnovers, uncharacteristic from this Utah State team, and though they are unforced as well. Just some silly, uncharacteristic turnovers from the Aggies in the first half.
In the game for the first time is Trace Young, the walk-on from Austin, Texas, wearing number 0. Down low, Patrick Cartier goes off of the window. The grad transfer, the grad transfer from Division II Hillsdale College. He averaged 22 points per game at Division III.
He's got one of the best drop steps in the post in the country, in my opinion.
Baseline, Jay, good. Stephen Ashworth getting it done on offense.
You're so worried about Ashworth's 3 that his ball fake, it can be vicious. Uses it, grips baseline. Nice touch.
Let's remind you, only 7 scholarship players available for Colorado State tonight as we get an offensive foul here.
Again, watch the drop step from Cartier. Uses his left hand, which is his offhand. Every single team that plays against Colorado State is so worried about Patrick Cartier. He has the best field goal percentage in the Mountain West because of his ability to finish inside of 5 feet at a consistent amount.
Aggies have made their last 3 from the field. Ashworth ends that streak. You get it down low on the offensive rebound. Dorius with the offensive board and draws the foul. He's got free throws. Dorius, a 67% free throw shooter on the year. Palmer committed the foul for Colorado State. Now tomorrow morning at 7 Eastern, kick off your Sunday with a Scottish Premiership showdown as St. Johnstone goes head-to-head against table-toppers Celtic right here on CBS Sports Network. Fun one. No, you like to watch the action on the pitch there, Mike O'Donnell?
Oh, absolutely. I was, all-star in 5th grade soccer. I don't know if you knew that. Center midfield. I just made that up. I was never an all-star. I just wanted to sound like I was good at soccer.
I was going to say you were a jack of all trades in a lot of different sports, including a 3-point shooting prowess at UCF. Taking it to the rim, block shot there on the drive from Palmer. 10 on the shot clock now. Stevens has it, gets back in the hands. Young launches the 3, in and out for the walk-on. Boy, the roof was going to blow off of Moby Arena if he made that.
Would have exploded.
It's like when I went to the game against Donna High School my senior year.
Oh, of course, who can forget that?
Yeah. 11 on the shot clock. Offensive foul. Ziamoda, the first Bahrainian player in NCAA college basketball history, called for the foul.
There's just more energy on both sides of the floor for Colorado State. There's some contact, good block. It has turned into a really physical game here.
The aggressiveness from Colorado State on offense. They are not afraid to attack the rim, and that's everyone on the floor.
But it started with their defense. Them limiting Utah State to 1 shot. They got out in transition a few times off of turnovers.
1-point game here in Fort Collins. Utah State on top. Bounce pass down low. Moores with the miss down low.
It's the right cut to make. That 45-degree angle cut when you get doubled.
It's a tough angle shot there from Moore. Shulga. Amoda. Missed on the 3 that time. Ball bounces around. There's that boxing out you were talking about. Tanjay coming up with the board. Stevens for 3. In and out. Colorado State now is the team now that's gone cold.
But that's a really good look, though, off a ball screen. Utah State is having a hard time guarding the pick and roll action for Colorado State.
Rams just one of their last 7 as Shulga misses the 3. That ball deflects off the hands of Dorius out of play, and it's going to the Rams. So, It's been back and forth here in Fort Collins. Utah State back up by 1. Aggies back on top here in Fort Collins against Colorado State. Now let's take a look at the Jeep AP Top 10. And number 1 Purdue goes down. Number 21 Indiana, a 5-point victory. Are the Hoosiers back, Mike O'Donnell?
Well, I don't know. I mean, despite a ridiculous 33-point, 18-rebound effort for Zach Edey, Purdue goes down. Jalen Hood-Schifino hit some huge shots down the stretch for the Hoosiers.
Also, number 10, Texas wins at Kansas State, 69-66, and a loss from Kansas, number 8, to number 13, Iowa State. See a future Ram in the crowd here. No headphones. That kid's a trooper right there.
Tough as nails. Built Rams tough.
Stevens. Heb for 3, missed it short. Back come the Aggies. Colorado State 0 for their last 5 from the field. Off the mark on that 3 from Ashworth.
But it's a really good look for Utah State. That's the best three-point shooter in the Mountain West, getting a clean look.
Utah State started 4 of 5 from three-point range. Since then, they were 0 for 8. Again, this is the best three-point field goal percentage team in the country. Down low, Moores with the lay-in.
Colorado State doing a great job of cutting when a post player receives a double team.
Bounce pass to the corner. Amota misses the 3. Make it 9 straight misses from 3 for Utah State. Tanjay trying to find some room in the lane. Oh, tough shot. Got it to go. John Tanjay, the senior from Omaha.
Plays like that make him the top 10 most efficient scorer in the Mountain West.
Nice pass down low into Akin.
Yeah, when the 3 isn't falling, go inside. It sounds very simple and very obvious, but against a undersized Colorado State team, when you can get those open passing lanes, you have to take advantage of it to get to the rim.
Stevens trying to work it inside into Cartier.
Here's the cut from the 40, it's called a 45 cut, as he comes at a 45-degree angle off that double team. And then Tanjay just being, that's a grown man move, absorbing the contact. Easily could have been an and 1.
5.5 and change to go here in Fort Collins in the first half as Tanjay trying to draw some contact. Another tough shot. Tanjay's got his palms out saying, what do I got to do to go to the free throw line?
Tons of contact there as Tanjay came off a stagger screen and finished it with a curl cut.
Chulga, kick out Ashworth, left wing for 3.
Uh-oh.
Bingo.
Uh-oh.
Don't let him get hot if you're Colorado State. Stephen Ashworth from downtown, he shoots it from 48% out there.
Virtually automatic.
It ends a string of 9 straight misses from 3. Stevens on the drive baseline, comes up empty. Ashworth now taking it to the rim this time, bounces off the defender, goes up with it, misses. And it's a loose ball foul against Utah State, back the other way.
You watch Tanjay comes off the stagger, finishes it with a curl cut. I mean, that's a lot of contact there, Alex. Easily could have been an and 1. And then Ashworth, catch, shoot, rip it, and grip it. That's what he does best.
Utah State 5 of 15 from downtown in the game. Oh, they've already attempted 15 threes. Fancy dribbling. Missing short was Tanjay. Offensive rebound to Moores. Work it down low. Kick out. Corner 3. Short. Ashworth's got it. And back come the Aggies. We're tied up at 26. Nice pass down low. Wow! Moores comes out of nowhere with the stuff.
It was great offense from Utah State. Screen, the top of the screen. You have a great roll cut. Just a better block by Morris. Wow.
Three ties, three lead changes in this back and forth Mountain West matchup here in Fort Collins. Funk inside to Akin. Ashworth launches for three. Tough shot with a hand at his face. Tanjay. Back come the Rams. Hebb on the drive. What a take there from Hebb. The Loyola Chicago transfer with a nice little drive to the bucket. Rams back up by 2. Now Funk quiets the crowd again.
Is this not great college basketball right now? Back and forth we go in the Mountain West. This is awesome.
Tanjay. Driving to the bucket. Nice move. Got it to go.
The Euro.
Tanjay having himself a half. He's got 13. Little rudder in the lane, and it's back and forth right now. Sean Bairstow with the finish. Tied his career high last time out with 20 against New Mexico.
Bairstow is 6'8", and he has that kind of touch inside of 10 feet, a floater from a 6'8" hybrid wing.
Stevens with Funk on him.
Oh, the cross.
Takes Funk off the dribble, off the window. Could not finish though. Trying to get the bounce pass through traffic. Bairstow was trying to go back door. Couldn't get it to him. They turn it over again. Turnover at number 7 for Utah State in the first half. Rivera. Stevens, Tanjay from way outside. In and out. He's taking that one from Loveland. Foul taken. Block taken. F with the foul.
Big time defense for Colorado State, playing against one of the best offensive teams in the country. You have to make plays like that at home. And then Hezzy, cross, finish. How good is this game?
Well, coming up on AT&T at the half, we'll send it to our New York studios. Brent Stover, Shelvin Mack, John Rothstein, and Seth Davis will get you caught up all around the highlights from college basketball. It's been a busy day. That's all coming up on AT&T at the half. And take a look what happened here. North Carolina goes down to Duke, 63-57. They'll be talking about that and more, including number 1 Purdue going down to number 21 Indiana.
No Coach K, no Roy Williams. Feels a little bit odd even saying that, right? But big win for John Shire and the Blue Devils. A much needed win for their Razormen.
And Nico Medved has got his Colorado State team playing well. They're trailing by 1. They had the lead earlier, playing with just 7 scholarship players tonight. Counting the 4 games they're giving up tonight, games lost to players, 42 games lost total this year due to injury or illness, including a couple of players that are down for the season. But they're playing hard tonight. Kyle Evans broke his thumb in that practice before the Nevada game. Jalen Lake suffered a concussion in the first half against UNLV, won't play tonight. And it's kind of a snake-bitten team right now.
Well, he told me before the game, he goes, look, I know it sounds cliche, but we have to embody the mentality of next best play, just keep playing. That's got to be our focus tonight and moving forward the rest of the season.
Utah State, meanwhile, with a 1-point lead, another miss. And if you're Colorado State, you got to be pretty pleased with how they've played in terms of defense on those 3-pointers.
Well, they've mixed it up really well. They have to be in some zone, some soft press, just to mix it up and put Utah State on their heels a little bit, and it's worked so far in this first half.
Cartier working in the post, looking for an up and under move. Finds some room down low. How about that? And then Cartier goes to the deck after that make.
I love post players that fight for position with their feet. Watch Cartier fight for position with his feet. That easily could have been a foul. Pivot foot, spin twice, lefty, and then he gets knocked over by his teammate. Pops back up. Wow.
Meanwhile, on this end of the floor, Tanjay called for the personal foul. Neither team in the bonus as of yet. But flip one up and an alley-oop and a slam there from Trevin Dorius.
That was Bairstow making the right read of attacking the gap in area of indecision, throwing it up on the weak side.
8 first half lead changes. Stevens with the follow away, misses short that time, and Bairstow with the board. 40 seconds to go here in the first. Funk splits a couple of defenders, then with the kick out, ended up throwing the way of Rob Newman.
There's Bairstow attacking an area of indecision against that zone, throwing it up to the big fella. We've seen Bairstow have great touch on his runner inside of 10 feet and great touch on a lob pass. Such an underappreciated part of his game is his passing.
Shot clock is off, so Isaiah Stevens on the center court logo. Rams playing for the final shot. And a timeout taken by Nico Medved, and Colorado State will step aside. 16 seconds to go first half. Colorado State trailing by 1. 33-32 our score here in Fort Collins, a big-time Mountain West rivalry. The Aggies and the Rams. 1-point game, 16 seconds to go first half, back and forth. 8 lead changes here in this first half.
I think the impressive thing for Colorado State in the offensive end is they're able to manufacture good offense without making threes. They're only 1 of 8 from the three-point line tonight. They're just coming off a loss versus UNLV in which they went 5 of 17 from the three-point line, but they couldn't get anything in the paint. Tonight, they have 16 points in the paint. Really great job of attacking the paint area.
Nico Medved wanted to draw something up here. Stevens with the take, kick out. Rivera for 3. Off the mark that time. 1 second out of play. Last touch, Utah State. Colorado State's going to get a shot here with 1 3/10 seconds to play in the first.
It was a good look on that miss. As Stevens gets the ISO call, don't be surprised if they try to go inside here on a quick lob. Trying to go inside the big fella, they got him.
Stevens, and it's going to get tapped out of play, and that's going to end the first half. So Colorado State does not get a chance at a final shot with a second and change remaining. But nevertheless, a very entertaining first half.
It was a great first half of basketball. We saw great offense, great defense, lead changes, everything you want in a broadcast.
We had 8 lead changes in that first half. Utah State on the right side of the bubble at the moment. We'll send you to Brent Stover in New York with AT&T at the half after these messages.